Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to import a bill of quantities from Excel into Lula Build. So as you can see, I'm inside of a project with a blank bill of quantities, and let's say we have received a bill of quantities from the client in Excel that looks something like this. So here we've got a rather typical bill of quantities with an item number, a description, bill quantity column, and a unit of measure. And Lula Build allows you to directly import this bill of quantities into the platform. And when you upload this file for importation, Lula will ask you to identify the columns as a first step. And once this is done, Lula will run through this Excel sheet line by line, and it'll search for two fields. It'll either search for a bill quantity or it will search for a unit of measure. If it finds one of those two fields, it'll assume that this is a priceable bill item. If it doesn't find any of those two fields, it'll assume that this is just a comment, and it'll just create a comment that is not priceable in the bill of quantities. So as a first step, when cleaning up your bill of quantities, make sure to delete all of those lines that you don't want to see inside of your bill of quantities. Okay, so in this case, you'll see that earthworks will appear as a comment. But in actual fact, earthworks is actually a section or a heading, and we want to see roll up against the section, and we want to see a section total against this. So we don't want this line to just show up as a comment. So if we want this line to show up as a heading in Lula Build, we have to identify this as a heading to the platform. And the way in which we do this is we can add an extra column to our Excel sheet, and we can identify all of our level 1 sections by simply placing a 1 next to them. So that's one of our main headings, so that's level 1. That's also a level 1 heading, level 1, 1, 1, and 1. And if you've got any subheadings in your bill of quantities, which I don't have in this example, you could have flagged them by adding a 2 next to all of your subheadings. Okay, so I'm just going to save this file and then jump back to Lula Build. And here we can select the option import from the bottom of the table, and we want to import from Excel, and we can then upload, and we can choose that file of ours now, open. So that automatically sucks in that Excel file for you, and you'll see that above every column there's a drop down menu where you can identify the columns. So this is our item number, this is our description, this is the bill quantity, and that's the unit, and this is a blank column, so I'm just leaving it as ignore. And this is that section depth column where we identified the level 1 sections to the platform. Alright, and then you've got the option when you're importing this BOQ to create a new worksheet for every bill item. So if you're going to be using worksheets from one of your libraries, then it's not necessary to create a new blank worksheet. But if you're going to price a project from scratch, then you want to create a new blank worksheet for each bill item so that you can price the items immediately. Right, so I'm going to click next, and then you must choose the parent section into which you want to import this bill of quantities. So we've only got one section, so I'm going to select that and then click next. And that then takes a second or two. And there you will see automatically your full bill of quantities has been imported with your section structures in place, and you've got bill items with their bill quantities, their descriptions and their item numbers and the unit of measure already in place. And if you double click on this item, you'll see that a worksheet is automatically created that is blank, and you are now ready to start pricing this bill of quantities. Alright, that's all for today, and thanks for joining us.